All right, this is lesson 5-1, part 2. Just got to finish up a couple things here, and it won't take too long. So we're looking at this vertical line, and what is the slope? And think about that. If we're talking about a hill, this is as steep as it gets, like falling straight down. But let's just look at a couple points here, and then use the slope formula and see what happens. So this point right here is 3, 2, and this point down here is 3, -2. And if I find the slope, which means I'm going to subtract my y values, subtract my x values. If I subtract my y values, I do -2 minus 2. If I subtract my x values, I do 3 minus 3, and so I get -4 divided by 0, which is undefined. So we say a vertical line has an undefined slope. And if you think about that, you need a rise and a run to make a slope, and we only have rise here, we have no run. So it's pretty hard to come up with a slope in that case. So we say it's undefined. Now this one, say we have that point and that point, and we run the slope formula. By the way, notice we always use the letter n for slope. That will continue. So this point is 4, -2, and this point is -2, -2. If I subtract my y values, I'm going to do -2 minus -2. Subtract my x values, I'll do -2 minus 4, and that's equal to 0 divided by -6, which is 0. And so the slope of a horizontal line is 0. And that kind of makes sense because we're really on flat ground here. So we're not going up, we're not going down. There's 0 slope. All right, so if we want to graph, let's graph the points 4, -3, and 4, 2. So 4, -3 is right here, 4, 2 is right here. Draw a line through those, right there. There it is, it's a vertical line. If you remember from the last problem, you know that the slope is undefined. So we can just say that vertical lines have undefined slope. And if you have to show work, you could use the slope formula to show that. -3 minus 2 as you rise, and 4 minus 4 as you run, equals -5 over 0, which is 5. All right, concept summary, slope of lines. We have some lines here, and we have a little word bank here we can use. All right, so let's do a couple that we know for sure. We just learned that a vertical line has an undefined slope, so let's move that one down there. And we also know that a flat line has no slope, or a slope of 0, so that can go there. Now this slope is rising as we go to the right, so as x increases, y increases. So we say that's a positive slope when they're both increasing. A positive divided by a positive is a positive. And then the last one is a negative slope, and that's because the line is dropping as x gets larger. So a negative divided by a positive is a negative. So let's check your learning here. What mistake did the student make? The rise of the graph is 1, the run of the line is 2. The student did what I did earlier. I think the student did the run divided by the rise, which is 2 divided by 1, when they should have done the rise divided by the run, which would give us 1 divided by 2. Okay. All right, that's the lesson for today. See you tomorrow.